Hello and welcome to Failure and Analysis. I'm playing Blood Bowl 2 with my Dwarf team. This is game 15 against Norse. And I owe them from the last time I played Norse and got annihilated. Hey, it's Goody Nick. 2-0-0. I owe him twice now. One for Norse and one for kicking me out of the playoffs. It's got some tackle. It's got a Yeti. Mighty blow. One guard. Let's do this. 220k. Look out. The Wizard and Boomer. All right. I like it. Good match. That's right. We had a good match earlier. We had a good match earlier tonight. It was a fun one.
Let's get this show on the pitch.
But here's the thing. I didn't have a death roller in the previous match. And he didn't have Boomer. So it's going to be exciting. If he throws bombs at my death roller, I can't catch him. Interesting. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I don't like that kick very much, but I like everything else about that a lot. I just blocked myself. Get out.
likes to be persistent. Come on, guys, together. Now it's just a simple matter of getting the ball at their feet. It's never simple. The ball, but can they pick it up? The bigger they are, the harder they punch.
Yeah, it's true. It is true. But I could foul them extra, right? Or he'll get KO'd by the Yeti. Fail the first roll, make the second. Hmm? 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 Alright, new kid. Alright. Here comes the Yeti. You learned this from you, Artemis Black. Put his guard in the wrong place, though. He didn't. He didn't learn that from you. That's right. He's doing it the easy way. KO incoming.
Two big dudes.
No thick skull. At least one frenzy trap, right? This game's off to a good start. I can see his brain's a little melted too. Like, we're both just like, ah. Can't think, do stuff. A stunned death roller. What is anyone supposed to do with that? I'm gonna run over here. I'm gonna hit this mighty blow. Because I like to hit stuff. You can hang next to me, that's cool. Don't know why I just gave him a Mighty Blow block. Seems really foolish. Just push him away like a reasonable human being. Worked out okay. But yeah, silly. Silly, silly, silly. Where's that ball gonna go? No, not my 4 strength. Not Check's quest. He got it. Interception. This game is so fun. Oh, another interception. It's inaccurate. Take it. That was some quality. That was some elf play right there.
It's a big game, Bob. How do you feel about being in such a big
Hey, Fugsy, how you doing? I know, 2 interceptions. Where are my SPPs? It's the most important interception all day.
at the same time.
Push him into the death roller. Ah. That's unfortunate. Oh, I don't really want to use a reroll here. So I won't, and I'll get stunned. Ooh, failed jump up. like it. That's gonna slow your turn down a little. Don't you dare hit my diving tackle.
Now that's a real mess.
He dared. Now his dudes can just get up and walk away. That's a rough job.
That player's a real wall.
That plate was to be anchored to the spot.
He stays still like a rock.
Nice.
They've sacked the player to lead his team. Well done.
The old ball carrier assist trick.
They're gathering around that little place.
The old
Slide
ball
that
carrier
plate
assist
from the
fail.
One less annoyance to me.
Ooh, get stunned.
The player's on the ground.
5 gold pieces says he gets kicked in the face first.
Mugged the old. What do we call that? Artemis Black? We call that thing? You got like 12 names for that, right? Yeah, 7s. Unreachable. I'm dwarves. Oh no, it's a wizard. Oh, Harry, you're a wizard. At least it's gone. Now he's got to dodge. I Oh, I should have fouled that guy better. No, he really isn't. A very happy wizard. He just couldn't resist. He's just like, I have all this power. I must use it. Get tripped. Yeah, it's the guy that won't let me roll sevens against him. I thought that's why you were. Woo! Oh, we yappoed it. Nice. Woohoo! That's the wizard trap. Yeah, he is. It's because he's a leader. Alright. Let's see if we can't free up some dudes here. Nope. Nope. Alright, let's do important blocks first here. Like that one.
One of them should hit harder.
Get pushed into the death roller.
Unity is strength.
Professor Slater, following up. We'll be together.
I'm the worst. Officially the worst. The Blood Bowl.
That's disappointing. Both still standing.
Why didn't I just push him? Making the loner do the work. Nice.
One side got superior numbers.
Yeah, you'd be you'd be right in my opinion, Fugsy. I would agree with that. You got to be in a position to capitalize on whatever the outcome of the wizard is, and he has plenty of time, like to still mount a defense.
The dwarves have taken an interest in the brawl.
And now not having it, I'm just free as a bird. God, death roller. Yeah, see, I can give him, I can let him be bad now. Because, you know, we played a very tense, you know, intense game, and it mattered to some extent to the people involved. Oh yeah, I get wild. And so, you know, I'm willing to let this one go because, you know, our brains are fried a little bit, right? But yeah, earlier, I don't know about that, right? Whoa! Oh, get yourself knocked down. But yeah, a little bit annoying, the playoffs, I'll admit. Felt like I had more of a chance than my team deserved. So there's one guy, there's one guy on the ground, or standing. Ooh, on turn 6, that's bold. That's bold. I like it though. I do like the idea. I at least like the way you think, sir. Yeah. I'm thinking blitz him away. Rick Reckless, how you doing? Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. One, two, three, four, five. Into a trap on 6.
I'd like to see something happen, or I'm just going to go and watch Game of Thrones instead. Players arrive to assist
There
their
we
team.
go. How about just die? How about just die? KO, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Who's ready for a foul? Oh, but I gotta leave somebody. Oh, yeah, it should have been him. Otherwise, these guys are gonna get all uppity. For the playoffs! Jeez. Was that the wrong battle cry? Oh, I feel like any other battle cry would have been good. I know it. He's immune. He's immune to the things that I want to do that are fun to his dudes on the ground. He used a reroll. I don't know what he was thinking was gonna happen there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Meh. Evil Caprino. Hello, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Did anyone else notice that my death roller is just gone? It's gone from the field.
Safety in numbers. Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
Just like a spin. This player keeps on going and going and going.
Gracious. Gracious me. Dios mío. That's right. Score or not score. I'm guessing I'll just score. Man, my dice just fell apart.
Losing the title. Let's see some blood in Blood Bowl.
They just fell apart. Wow. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Artemis Black. He's just got a knob next to his computer. It's just like, oh, nope. The guy's getting too uppity, too lippy. You better just turn those dice down a little bit. Was not risky. Get out of here, Jim. That's a lot of KOs. I'd rather see some death, if I'm being honest. But here we go. A touchdown. Yeah, but he's got the same dilemma, right? Like, he's got to field him for this turn 8.
So, none of the knockout players seem to have awoken in time for the next down.
He'd rather just foul me a bunch. Did he get 0 wake-ups? That's pretty sick.
Now that they're outnumbered,
Oh, it's pretty disgusting.
this team now has to kick the ball to the losing squad.
They'll want to get it back as soon as they can. Good boy. You done a good job. Now go watch the end of the match from the bench.
Who do I give him? Diving tackle? Oh, I don't have a full squad. Curse you, Troll Slayer. Other Troll Slayer. Oh no, I lost them both. So I have to curse them both, I guess. Yeah, those were pretty sweet KO rolls. He's gonna try to kill my diving tackle. The cojones he's got in those banana hammocks. I'm gonna kill his tackle guy.
This is going to be decisive.
He has to field him now.
Double. Very good. One of them should hit harder next time.
A 6. That won't even hurt an elf. Won't even hurt a snotling. Loner.
Next time they should hire a team player.
How does it feel? I can tell you, Zara felt pretty good.
It's not over. And then the sun is
Sausage slings.
that live.
Cojones and sausage slings. Alright, KO rolls. Treat me right. I guess that's about average, right? I was expecting.
They simply have a better
3 back.
Our
over the 2 rolls.
Possession is the key to winning.
I'm going to do Gromrail Shield this time. I think it gives me the best chance
Give it away.
of being surfed. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He got his Ulf back. I didn't even know that guy was a thing. He was on the team. Here's what I like to do. He likes to set up his team roster so you can't really see what his dudes are because he alternates all the positions. I'm going to move the diving tackle over to this side to force him to move his Yeti to the other side. No actual advantage, just slightly irritating. Like his roster. Take that, huh? Not bitter. Not bitter at all. Sick burn. The sickest.
Those players are running each other. Were you much of a run?
Absolutely not, son. I stood on the scrimmage and my victims. I mean, my whole players.
That's all I'm saying. He's just like, no, I'm not going to play your game. You want to set up your roster like that, though? There's going to be consequences. That's all. That's all I mean to say. On the field consequences. I'm going to start rolling 7s. It's going to be great. Sevens all around. They run the ball with his tackler. Alright. Hey-ya. Should I egg him on a little bit? Remember that time I stabbed your mummy? Yeah.
Likes to be best.
He'll have no comeback to that.
The attacker has an assist. That's disappointing. Hold still, standard.
Three dice claw. Oh, does he have claw? No, just... Oh, he does. No mighty blow, though. That is a sick burn. He's going this way. That guy's going that way. A lot of guard over here on this side. I really don't want to put my 4 strength dude on this guy, but at the same time, I need more guard. Should have followed there. Should have powed there. There we go. Pows win games. One die pals win championships. Pals win cash. The cash. Cash. God, I love prizes. Almost as much as I love pals. That's why I should have followed. Because he just comes right back. Oh. But here's the thing. He brought pushes to a stand firm fight. And skulls. Pushes and skulls. Yeah, dodges work. They do work. But they gotta work. Not my diving tackler. Yeah. 8 out of 9. All the ones you kind of need to work. It's that 9th one that really needs to work. Good Crocs. Good Crocs. KO'd. Ooh. Numbers up. Numbers up, kids. It's time to win a game against Goody Nick. I think I always lose to this guy. What? My line got punched, and all because I didn't follow. One little mistake. The loner one die block. Survey says get punched. And now you get punched. And you get punched, and you get punched. Somebody break some armor, please. Okay, that's the proper way to manage a guard. Can I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no. I can't give him the old pow and base though.
Sounds like a good old-fashioned fight. That's it. Force him back and then pow.
Make him dodge. Make him do dodges he doesn't want to do.
This could be a sack. I love it.
Where did he get the 4 strength? Seems like cheating.
The attacker has an assist.
The domino effect.
Push. Boo.
It's like really good. Go there before you connect with the good stuff.
I gotta manage to get myself all spread out again.
That one's got fists bigger than hand joints. Grab them at Murphy's and relax.
I'm just getting powed all over the place. Last half it was him all over the ground, now it's me. He's gonna have to think about where to put that ball though. Right in there, huh? Alright.
A contact pass. It's the same.
Whoops.
All transmitted. Easy.
Jeez.
That's a dangerous place to be.
Is this a blitzer? Ooh, it is. Oh. That actually helps me though. That helps me serve his dude. If I can roll halfway decent. Everybody up. You go there.
That's marvelous.
Yeah, him putting his loner there was just like, because I was thinking like, oh man, how am I gonna get my runner all the way around here to fill that spot and then have to dodge out with this? I was like, I was working it out, but it was gonna be so much harder, and then he just totally hooked me up. But I still need to This is a 75% into 2 GFI, or 2 GFIs, so. By no means is it foolproof. See? And dice rolling against Goody Nick, what is it worth? Anybody? Anybody?
If the player is pushed, it will finish in the public, and in general, fans are much more dangerous.
It's, yeah, the old gods. The old gods of dice. He might have this draw locked up. Or is he going to score early? Not early, but go for the win. Ugh, stop powing me. Just a little bit of pushing. That's all I want.
Because 2 big guys is always better.
Hey, I got some pushing.
2 big goons.
The strength of a player, unfortunately, fighting skills, other
The evidence is piling up, isn't it? Can I roll that is the question. Oh yeah. Here we go. Nothing but success incoming. Jeez. Such a tease. Such a tease. Not sure about that reroll, by the way, but I'm just so like, yeah. Just take my rerolls. Let me just go full risk. I do better with full risk. First action wild animal. Blitz. Always good. He's going full risk himself. He leverages. He leverages his talents. Oh, he's full strength again? No. Well, we'll fix that. Our first round of blocks, won't we? No double skulls in my future. He's like, I'll do it again. I don't care. What's the big problem? What is the big deal? I got 4 turns to score? Does he have a kicker? He's got the old-fashioned tackle, not the kick tackle. The kind of guy who has kick. Well, his playoff team did. But yeah.
This man likes to be
I don't like that kick, if I'm being honest.
unity, respect.
Did I do it? Nope. He misclicked? Is that what happened? Misclicked his skill and took kick? Or maybe it was one of my kickers and he killed that guy and the zombie came over with kick due to some bug in the system. What was this? What is this skill? Weird. Alright, so what do we got? A pass play here? I guess I have time. Not much, but time.
On balance,
Time to throw a block on a lineman, I
one
guess.
tactic is for the intellectual elite. The other is for simple.
I like running down the field.
Did I say there was time to do stuff? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, this can only really end in a Goody Nick win. The North Stars.
Close and personal, Bob.
You need to be close. Smell your breath and see the dead insects in your teeth. Tries to secure the ball.
Screw lizards. I like it, Simon. It's kind of how I feel. I mean, how many,
They should hire a team.
like the Dodge teams, right? Amazons and, you know, early elf, you could say. Some elf teams, not a lot, but have like, oh, well, dwarves are their natural, you know, the natural counters. The team you hate to face when you're first starting out. But it's like, how many teams feel that way about lizards? Is it like 5 or 6 or 8 or something like that? Like, oh, it's a bad matchup. Bad matchup. It's like, not even Amazons can complain that. I mean, I guess lizards are also on their list, but it's just so funny how many teams are just like, oh god, lizards. Lizard would be fine if Claw didn't exist. That's right, they'd be fine. Yeah. They do have their weaknesses, but yeah. It's like armor 9 is their weakness. Their armor is only 9 and Claw exists. Those are their two weaknesses. So there is a slight chance that you can get a couple of Sori knocked out, at which point it's hard to protect your skinks and the game gets away from you. Just an ever so slight chance. Yeah, it's another good weakness, but only against like wood elves who don't need like matchup benefits because they're the other team that's crazy good. Ooh, should I push some guard in? Oh, I could. Watch me, Ma. I can push some guard in.
This is going to be enough to come out on top.
Now that's a real mess.
Knock somebody down for crying out loud.
They're attacking the ball, Cannonball.
I know, Jim. Watching the same match as you. It's a solid tap. Kill the fool carrying the ball. Then he's stopped from scoring. There's no harm in making a block on the ball, Kevin. Well, actually, you can do a lot of harm.
Yeah, I agree there. I don't think they're overpriced. Yeah, but it's not a straight comparison, right? Like, you have to take the team as a whole when you're considering the costs. Because gutter runners are the player on that team, right? Right, and their linemen are so bad compared to the linemen of the lizard team, which are, you know. I guess the linemen are considered the skinks because of they're the unlimited quantity one, but yeah, the front lines of the Skaven team were a joke. But yeah.
So close, and yet so much can still happen. Nothing certain in this game.
They're not within an inch. They're a wall.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't know, Swordfist, if that is their approach. Like, did they consider the team as a whole, the context that they're in when they consider price, or did they just look at here's the value of attributes and skills? I have a tough time thinking that that's what they did because there's so many different places where the discrepancies are all over the place. You know, like sometimes people pay 10 for a general skill, sometimes they pay 20 on like a starting general skill or whatever. And so I have to think they either were just rolling the dice and be like, yeah, sure, that's about right, or they were considering the context of the team. So regardless of kind of how we might disagree, I think most people want there to be some sense of parity in that sense. I've played a lot of games where things have costs, you know, and people want the feeling that all things are equal. There's no context to consider. But I don't think game designers usually approach it from that angle.
That player is so close to a world of hurt.
Alright, what's my play here? Bash some stuff over here. That was probably a bad follow on the other side.
The call. Intimidation is the key. Strength tonight.
So what can he do to help? He could help that. But it's a 1 die. Woo! I'm just throwing blocks at this point. Oh, because he can't even get there. Actually, does cancel that assist though.
Yeah, sounds like a good old
1
fashioned
die.
fight.
Criminy.
This is going to be decisive.
There it is.
That's going to be a turn.
There it is, and a stun to boot.
They're gathering around that old plate, like halflings round a sandwich. Oh, very good. One of them should hit hard.
Yeah, McMack, it does seem like they started from that point, and then maybe as a balancing measure for teams that were they considered too powerful or underpowered, they started just making little 10k tweaks here and there. You know, to the fury of everyone, right? Because I think people want, for the most part, they want that sense that there's a metric and it's used to, and there's some other way to balance the team. But when you look at a player, you can say, okay, that follows these guidelines. It makes sense to me.
His fist is approximately the same size as his
But where does that, where does the knob for balancing a team come from, if not in player pricing? Because, you know, attributes or skills are way more massive changes. And the reroll cost thing is nonsense. But yeah. I mean, look at the Kislev team, right? Like how expensive that. Didn't need the caps there, but hey, I got them. I mean, they can barely field a team, right? At the start of their their starting roster is so devoid of positionals, and not one of them has block or guard or block or dodge, right? Hey, KO. And it's funny because, like, why are Khemri,
And even that
like,
might not be the end.
why are Khemri so hated on as far as, like, the nerf stick? It's like, okay, they got to a point where, 4 big guys way too much. We've got to give them decay, you know. Their thing is they have a lot of big guys, you know, high strength, but they can't pick up the ball. That's their weakness. They have agi 2, even with sure hands. It can be problematic, right? Especially in the rain or whatever. And so they go and they make a bunch of changes. Not a bunch of, but they make changes to hurt them in that sense. Like they fear that they can't have a team that's that strong across a lot of, you know, pieces without some real downsides, you know, like some really punishing downsides. Like I consider no Mighty Blow and Decay on the Tomb Guardians like a really, really bad combination for them. Because by the time they get to be usable, they die. Just from, you know, they get diced. And so they got to this point where they felt like, oh yeah, we can't really allow this team to exist in this way, otherwise it'd just be way too powerful. And then I look at lizards and it's just like, well, that's exactly kind of what lizards are doing. They have tons of strength, you know, some problems picking up the ball because they can't get sure hands, but yes, I'm like either of those things, right? Like give them Mighty Blow or take away Decay, right? But one of the, and preferably get rid of Decay, right? Because that's just no one's favorite. But yeah, then you look at lizards and it's like, well, no, that team is allowed to exist. You know, it's like it's right over here and it's doing great. So it's like all this extra hate on Khemri because their team is to me is even more. What's the word? Like lizards have super strong guys and then super weak guys, and then but Khemri also do because they have armor 7 almost across the board next to their Tomb Guardians. Yeah, their Tomb Guardians are, you know, hard to take down, but all their other dudes have AB7. You know, like they're relatively easy to get off the board. They have thick skull, sure, but so it's just funny that I don't know, the comparison between the design concepts of those two teams are close to me, and yet one is just hated on so much more than the other one. And I make the same arguments about Chaos Dwarves. It's like somebody went in there and just said, you know, I'd really like it if we broke the rules here for how we make teams, how we design teams, and give mutation access to dwarves. You know, it's just like, yeah, okay, that sounds really cool. You know, it's like that'll go over like gangbusters. Oh, and yeah, what about a super fast unit that's really strong? You know, it's just like, what are you doing? Like, so funny. Yeah, so just in different worlds, you know. It makes you wonder, like, and this I can understand historically, like, you know, Jervis Johnson, right, worked on the game for so long, you know, like he was sort of one stable designer developer that worked on the game for a long time, so he probably had these general ideas and these rules and you know, that kind of thing. But then after him, and again, I don't know historically when a lot of these changes were made, but because the game's been out for so long, like they've probably had so many different minds working on it at different times. Like, it's not like you've had one team working on this game for 40 years, right? So, and it feels that way sometimes. It feels like some people just came in and said, okay, time to make a new team, and we're the brand new design team, or design dude, and we're going to do this thing, and they have no idea what the history of the game development is, and so they just kind of wing it, and you get these crazy teams that are just out there and don't follow any of the same basic structures or rules that they've set up for so many years. And it feels like, right? It feels like it's just like, yeah, this team is just kind of out there. Not in a different, unique, fun way, but just like from the balance perspective. It's like, okay. Weird concepts. Well, I didn't get any level ups. I got a draw. The Norse stars. Didn't embarrass myself. The dice embarrassed me at times, but so there you go. Alright, game 15 against Norse. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe, and come follow me on Twitch. I'll see you soon for another game.